All right, so this is DJ Catsanova here again, giving you guys another over the phone overseas interview. This time with my good friend Billy. How are you doing, sir?
Hey, what's up? What's going on?
Nothing much. So I didn't want to pronunciate it incorrectly. Is it Billy Uomo?
It's like whoa, like Womo.
Womo.
UO in Italian is like whoa, like a little, like just a little W, tiny one.
So okay, I got you. Like half of a W.
Exactly, which is just more used, but still.
And that isn't your real name though.
That's actually it's my grandfather's name, and but not Billy was an American name that they gave him William when he came to Ellis Island.
Oh, okay.
Because they don't like to let anyone with any ethnicity keep that at all.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's just the way they do it.
What made you want to use his name as your stage name?
You know how like there's someone from your family that like you might love all your family, but someone from your family like you're like them, like you can feel that lineage shift. That like there's a connection, and for me it was always my grandfather. Like my grandfather, he's like me, and so it's just because it makes me feel good to be connected to him that way. That's really like that's the short answer, and I already gave you the long one too.
And that's good though. It's an ode to your grandfather.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly.
So where are you from originally?
I'm born and raised in L.A. I was born in Silver Lake.
So are you familiar with like Pink Sock and Part Time?
Yeah, I do. I do know Pink Sock. I played a show with them at the Moroccan.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they're cool.
Yeah, that's my boy too. So
Cool.
is Billy Uomo a solo project or are you a fraction of a band?
It's just me. I used to play with my brother and sister, and we did that for a while. But like when you're with three people songwriting, it will never be exactly the way that you envision it. It's just like if me and you write a song together, it's going to be half your style,
Mm-hmm.
if we do it right. And like I just always wanted it to be this specific thing, and for the first time, like in this project, it's just only what I dream of, only what I feel, and like only what I think, and not to be like an egomaniac, because it's not like about that. It's just about like I want it to be my best effort.
Yeah.
That I feel I can put it forth into music and feel that back, because it feels really good. Like the closer I get to that, it feels better for me.
So do you and your brother and your sister, do you guys still make music together?
No, not really. Like my sister, she makes music. Back in the day, we were kind of songwriting partners, and we wrote like songs for people and movies and TV and shit. And like I think that was our musical journey together, and now it's over. Well, music has to change. Like if you choose music as a profession, it has to change, or it starts to like get stagnant and like get nasty, and then you can't continue it if you just go down one path of music. That's like one thing that I've learned,
And I think I will have to agree with that too. And then because
Yeah,
the three EPs that you dropped, they're all very different as well, and they have their own character. And then speaking of that,
yes, definitely.
So you had that. Are they a part of a larger project, or because I see that the artwork like has the same theme? So is it part of a larger project, or this is like they're all individual?
It's part of a larger project, like where it's just going to be 10 EPs, 4 songs a piece.
10.
And
Ooh.
yeah, man, that's 40 songs. That's a lot.
Yeah, that is a lot.
And I'm a lazy person too. I don't want to do all this work, but I set it, and I'm just gonna go with it because it's cool. I like it. It makes me feel good. But like, I want it to all look the same, like uniform. Like the label that I'm working with right now, they got some good connections in like the fashion world, and like my friend who's Brain Dead, that company.
No,
he's my homie, and he's really like. He just knows how to like give inanimate objects like a story so that people feel really connected to it. He's going to make like a cool physical copy of all 10 when I'm done. And it's going to be this really special thing that special for me. I will like it. Like maybe you will like it too, but like,
I'm pretty sure the fans will like it too. And especially because
cool.
I'm very anal about how I do things. So I like everything to be uniform. So the fact that you have it like the same style but just like different color is very appealing to me. So I'm like, oh, I wonder if you're gonna keep this going like that. So like maybe the next one will be blue or the next one will be red or something like that. So, and you said your friend like has a way of putting things together. So on the cover of All Trash No Love, you're petting a cat. Is that based off of an actual picture, or he made like a story behind it?
My girl Jessica Owens does it, and she's so talented, man. Like I just told her like the idea of the whole thing, and she's just hooking me up because she's very talented. And then for that one, I was fighting with my girl, and then I walked to the gas station and like sitting by that dumpster, just like I was there. And then she came up and like to make me laugh, she took a picture of me and she was like, check this out, you look ridiculous. And I did. It was funny, and like I laughed and all that shit. But then the cat came in later because she took me to this place in LA where they rescue cats, and I met my cat Romeo, and that dude like saved my life because I love him so much. He's the coolest. He's my son. He is my son.
See, I know I liked you for a reason. So what about on the Hello? You have a wolf pig? How did that one come about?
Me and my girl went to Mexico to play. This person asked us to do some backups in their show, and so we went to Mexico City, and we were just walking around, and I saw this really weird old 70s magazine that had that guy in it. It was like a weird old horror thing. I don't even know, but like I just saw that wolf, and he was so sad that I just connected with it right away. I was like, oh man, this guy's like, he's trying to be scary, but he's so fucking sad. You could see it. So like, I bought that magazine for like $3, and I brought it home, and I showed it to Jessica, and I said, this guy is me, but like make him call my girl on the phone, like, hey, I'm sad, do you want to hang out or whatever,
I like how even the cover art of your music has a story to it. Like, I'm very appreciative of the fact that it's not just something random. Yeah. Like, it's random at the same time, but it also has a story to it.
Totally. Yeah, it's like, just little bits of randomness are cool and give it like its own little edge maybe, but like it's got to be real to me. Like when you're doing a song that you don't feel, it's a certain feeling, and that's cool, but when you do things that you feel, that's the best. There's nothing like that shit, so I just try to seek that out. Like that's my drug,
I like that. So when you was growing up, when did you know, like when was that day, or when did you remember that spark saying that I want to do music professionally? Like, this is what I want to do with my life.
Yeah, man, I don't even know. Kind of like always, really, probably hearing people bump shit like the Delphonics in the neighborhood, because Delphonics are like my favorite band probably of all time. Like Prince is my favorite dude, but Delphonics are probably my favorite band. And just hearing that music, something about the way they do it. The singer, I think his name's William Poggy Hart. Like his voice, he's the OG sad boy, and like his shit it gets on a specific wavelength that really connects to me. And like even when I was a little kid, I remember hearing it just going like maybe I didn't fully understand like sadness or whatever it is that he was conveying, but I felt it, and that's probably when I was like, I want to do this. But it took me years to like really understand what that meant, or even to like build up the courage to say like, I want to be the dude from the Delphonics. I mean, you can't just say that right away.
Yeah.
Or maybe you can. You probably be a pretty cool dude if you could.
Yeah, like, or even say I want to be like them, or I want to be better than them, but still admire them from afar.
Right. Totally.
So what instruments do you play?
I play guitar is my main instrument, and I play piano like okay, not like that good, but mostly using it to write.
And do you, when you do music, like besides your own projects and with your brother and your sister, do you usually collaborate with other artists? Like, or do you just like, I want to write the music, I want to play the instruments, I want to do everything myself?
I might I write the part, and then I'll give it to my dude Josh Solomon, who's just so fucking good. I'll say, here's what the bass needs to do, and then he'll do it better. When I started playing shows with these dudes, then they would play my song, and they would play the parts, and then I go, oh shit, that's the part that it should have been. That's what I should have recorded.
Yeah.
So like, I don't know, man. I just respect that, and I'm trying to like I don't need to be saying that on the next EP. I wanna go, yes, that is the part, man.
Yeah. So you got to give me some background on the next one. At least this question, what color is the artwork going to be?
Yeah, that's a good question. I don't know. I mean, like, The last one was all trash, no love. It was green. It was more leaning up like in sadder tones. So like this one's a little more happy and like just talking about how the person that I love the most. So I think this one's probably going to be like either yellow or orange kind of vibe, you know?
All right, I get that. If someone that didn't know your music asked you to categorize it, which genre do you think you would fall into most?
Is doo-wop still a genre that people like say or not really, right?
I haven't.
People don't really say that.
Well, then you will be the only one, which is even better because if someone looked up
There
doo-wop,
you
then they
go.
would
That's
just find
cool.
your music.
Yeah. I'm on my own playlist by myself.
Exactly. Do you go to the studio or do you record in your bedroom or like in a house or a
I've
basement?
always recorded in my like I've worked in studios before, but like I've always just recorded in whatever house I'm living at. You know, like I have a big family, and growing up, I just would figure out where to record from. Like so that I don't even. I'm just saying like I don't need anything to record, just a microphone, and I'll figure it out. You know, just at home.
So are you a fan of bedroom pop? Because essentially that's what you would be making if someone were to ask.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like that. I like bedroom pop. I think it's cool. Like I like it because it's just one of those things that changes music because
Hmm.
like I remember when I first started making music in my room, like it was not, it's frowned upon. It was frowned upon. People thought that was a weird, that's like, it means that your music is less than
Yep.
whatever or the fuck they think it should be. But that's not the case anymore. And that's pretty cool. You know, I like that.
Yeah, I think it's the complete opposite. I like it more because I think it's creative one and it's innovative. It's like I can
It
sleep in
is.
this space right here and I'm gonna roll over and I'm gonna write you a whole damn EP and it's gonna sound dope as hell.
Yeah, man, it is. It is cool, and like whenever you break up stereotypes, it like opens up more than just like those doors. Like, because people are making some cool shit, man. Like, I just meet people like my friend Dan. He was working at UPS, and then I don't know, I just something about him. I was like, you should come to my show, and like, you know, like when you meet someone and you're like, you go like, I feel like this person is like me, you know. My point is that like he was really fucking good at music because he just been making music in his room for whatever amount of time, and like I just think that's I think it's so important that that's something that people can do, you know.
Is he a part of a band? Like he has music on Spotify?
I think he just finished like flipping like all these samples that he found. He's gonna release like all these beats pretty soon.
Oh, okay.
I'll share it with you. I'll send it
Yeah,
to you.
I was just about to ask you. I'm gonna say when you get it, let me hear it
Yeah,
because I'm always down
of
to hear
course,
some new
man. He's my
music.
dude. Yeah, I want to put him on.
So when you go and perform live, do you have like a ritual or tradition that you do before you perform?
I probably just smoke weed.
I mean, that's a good one. Like, smoke weed. There you go. That's one.
I saw this one documentary once where that band, Nickelback, I saw they
Nickelback.
always they were doing like Jägermeister shots, and I was like, that's so bro-y for me. Like, I can't, like, that's too much. Like, I don't want to do shots with anyone really, but like,
So right now, if you had to look through your Spotify or whatever streaming service you listen to, who are the top 3 people that you're
uh-huh.
listening to right now?
Without probably, I have this Prince playlist that I just keep always making. Like if I play a Prince song and I go, oh, I like that Prince song, I just put it on this playlist and it's like 80 songs, and it's like just I don't know what it is. That's like my Prince archive, and I listen to it all the time.
It's funny you say that because you mentioned him earlier, and
Yeah,
I have a game that I'm going to play with you in a second. But I had one more
yeah.
question to ask you, and I usually ask everybody like this person or that person. And the question I was going to ask you, but you already answered it twice. It was Michael Jackson or Prince. So now
Oh
I
yeah,
have to
Prince.
switch it
But
up.
I love Michael Jackson's music. Like his music, like I love Dangerous. I was just listening to Dangerous this morning because of that Teddy Riley shit. You know, like
Oh yeah, yeah,
did you watch that?
yeah. No, I haven't
That's
got a chance
crazy.
to. I keep hearing it was Teddy Riley versus Babyface, right?
Yeah, and it's cool. It was cool, but like I tuned in for the first thing, and like when they couldn't figure it out, and it was just like a train wreck that I couldn't turn away from.
That's what it
And with
means.
Teddy Riley, you're just like, Teddy, no, you're so cool, man. Like you stick it out, dude. You can fucking do it. Like you're rooting for him. It was intense. It was more intense than any fucking Netflix series.
Oh, well, since you already answered that question, I'll ask you the one that I usually ask everybody else because this is
Cool.
I feel like when it comes to the indie scene, these are like the top two people that I think of, or like at least when I first started listening to indie music, these are the first two people that I was familiar with. So Mac DeMarco or Thundercat.
Oh, Thundercat.
Ah,
So Mac DeMarco is cool. He is cool.
yeah, that's my boy right there. I met him a few times too.
Oh, for real? What's he like? He seems like a really nice person.
He is fucking hilarious. He is a character. I wish that I was doing the whole interviews and DJ thing at the time I met him, because whenever I go somewhere, especially if I go to a show, I always have my equipment with me. I would have asked him like, "Bro, you want to do an interview?" And I feel in my heart that he would have been like, "Fuck yes, let's do it."
I believe that. Yeah, he seems like the kind of cat that's like, he's just in it for the right reasons. He likes people and he likes music.
He was very personable. So like I saw him in Berkeley, and I waited like an hour and a half to see him, and he was just about to leave. And I know that I lived in Far Rockaway. It's like a neighborhood in Queens. And
Sure, I know, yeah.
he lived there. So like in his third or fourth album, he actually says his address at the end of the album, like on the last song. So before he was leaving, I was like, "Yo, Mac, I lived in Far Rockaway," and he like literally pushed through the crowd and was like, "Who lives in Far Rockaway?" And I was like, "Me." And I like showed him my driver's license, and he was like, "Oh, bro," and like gave me a hug, and we talked for like a half hour after that. So
that's cool, man. I like that.
Yeah,
that's good. More famous musicians should be like that, man.
No, seriously, which is why I love the indie scene too, because I feel like I love the fact that you guys are more personable and more approachable. So like after the show, you guys stick around, take pictures and sign stuff, and just like have a conversation with people. Like, because we listen to your music, at least me. Like I listen to people's music all day, and I'm always sharing it. Like, oh, listen to this person, and like constantly getting other people interested in bands and stuff. So I'm like a fangirl for everybody that I listen to.
No, that's great. I think that's great, because like that's actually like living through music, man. Like that's what it's about. It's like you either want to live a musical lifestyle or you don't. And for me, like I follow music, so it's like I appreciate what you're saying. I think like it's just about following music, and you'll always find cool people on the other side of fucking music, and that's what's so dope about that community you're talking about, you know.
And the reason why I do my radio show is because I want to help people, like indie artists, get more notoriety and like people to listen to them. Because one quote that I always say to people is that in the world, like you're making music in your bedroom. Like the next person is like Claro and Mac DeMarco was making music in their bedroom at one time. But if you think about it on the scale of not even just them, but the world, it's probably billions of songs out there that people recorded that you would love that you've never heard before. I'm trying to bridge the gap, like just letting people know. And like I get made fun of and stuff because of where I come from. People are like, "Oh, you listen to this kind of music," and then they actually sit down and listen to it sometimes, and they're like, "Yo, this shit is pretty fucking dope." And I'm like, "Yes, this is what I'm trying to tell you."
Hey man, a good song is a good song. That's just the way it goes. Like
exactly.
We didn't invent it. It just is. It's just a thing. Like it's just about like rhythm and style and whatever. If you could do some of that shit, like you could speak to someone, man.
All right, so now we're gonna play a game before we get out of here. It's
all right, cool.
I got this card decks from this guy called Poddex. He like has creative ways to like do interviews and stuff. So it's like random questions. So this deck that we're gonna use is called Would You Rather. So I have 10 cards laid out in front of me, and I'm just gonna have you pick 3. So pick one number, and I'll flip it, and I'll read it to you.
Okay, 6.
6, my favorite number.
Yeah, me too.
So, would you rather your voice sound like Elmo or Kermit the Frog?
Well, I mean, you got to go with Kermit because, wait a minute, does Elmo sing a song? He doesn't sing a song.
Elmo sings. It may be like ABC songs, but...
Oh, yeah, but he doesn't sound good like Kermit. I mean, Kermit doesn't sound like good either, but,
yeah, it's like...
you know, he's got a couple of those... He has some hits, so I say you got to go with Kermit.
Kermit? Okay. All right, so now 1 through 10, excluding 6.
Oh, yeah, okay. 3.
3. Would you rather take cold showers for the rest of your life or never get more than 4 hours of sleep a night ever again?
I would do the sleep because I already am an insomniac, so I barely sleep at all.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, shit, dude. What? Is this me on the phone?
Like you said, you meet people and you feel like they're the same.
Right. Yeah, man. I know. It's some people just cut from the same cloth. I mean, there's only so many things you could do on this earth. Of course, I'm happy to say that there's a lot of overlap with other people, or I'd be pretty lonely, man.
That's very true. And also, I'd rather take the 4 nights of sleep because I'm like, I'd rather get less amount of sleep and that's more time for me to listen to music because that's pretty much what I do anyway. I stay up late and just listen
There you
to all
go.
the music.
Exactly. Yeah. See, that's actually an easier question. It seems hard, but it's actually, and fuck a cold shower, man.
Yeah,
for real.
fuck
Like,
that. Fuck
ew,
that.
that is like one of the worst fucking feelings ever.
It really is though. Like I cannot take if this question was like take a cold shower or just like not wash your ass, I'm like, fuck it. I guess I'm gonna be stinky because I'm not taking a cold shower. I'll bird bath it. I wouldn't be just like fresh under the water. Like I can't do that.
I know, man. It's true. No, it's like even when someone uses the toilet or like whatever, just for 1 second, you get that shot of cold. It makes you appreciate the warmth so much. You're like, oh my god,
seriously,
I could never do fucking cold shower.
People who take cold showers like willingly are fucking psychopaths. I'm gonna just put that out there.
Yeah, that is some American psycho shit. If that's what they do, like I just gotta wake up. No. You're like getting ready to murder someone.
Yes, pretty much. That's exactly what's about to happen. All right, so one more. So 1 through 10, excluding 6 and what, 2? Yeah.
6 and 3. Yeah, but give me 2.
2?
Yeah.
Would you rather be forced? Oh, this is a good one. Would you rather be forced to high five everyone you make eye contact with, or strike up conversations with at least 5 strangers a day?
Oh shit! Yeah, I like talking to people, so I'm down with that. Like, and I don't want to touch them, but I like talking to them. So
especially now with coronavirus going on. It's like, hey, like.
Oh yeah, man. Yeah, people be blowing up my DMs saying that I'm all fucked up because I want to high five everyone.
Yeah. Oh my god, that's funny. Like, bro, I know you saw me.
Oh yeah. People chase me down the street with their hands extended.
Oh my god.
I just talk to them.
What would the conversation starter be?
Conversation starter. Well, it's just got to be case by case basis. I don't know, like, because you can't tell like an old granny the same thing that I would tell you.
Yeah, that's true. It's like, hey, my name is Billy. Listen to my music.
Like, yeah, that's always it. That's not a bad thing. That's a good one.
Not at all. I think I want to start a show on like asking people in person, just like, hey, who you listening to? Open your Spotify right now and tell me you're listening to it, and start giving them recommendations.
Cool. Yeah, that's cool. I mean, like, there's a lot of people that do need help, man. Like, and that is helpful because like they're just in a musical rut, you know.
Yeah, no, that would be like good. I don't know if I could. It's like Billy on the street. Like I can't be that aggressive though. I don't know. I'm kind of a people person, but then I'm weirded out about like talking to strangers and stuff. Like if somebody comes up to me, I'm fine, but me going up to other people is kind of weird for me.
Sure, yeah. I mean, like, it's aggressive. You got to do it. Like, that's like the whole. It's like you got to balance it. You can't just like, hey, what's up? Can I talk to you? Like, nobody wants to be talked to by the guy that goes, can I talk to you for a minute? Like, because usually when someone has to talk to you for a minute, it's not going to be like, hey, like, you're awesome. Here's $5. It's going to be some shit they don't want to talk about.
Like, do you believe in the Lord Jesus? Lord Christ. Like, I gotta go. All right, man. Well, I appreciate you taking the time out to talk to me. It was fun. Thank you for playing. Thank you for everything that you do. Keep making music and make sure you send to me everything that you just come out with so I can hear it and repost it for you.
Oh, yeah, for sure, man. You got it. Thank you.
All right, man. Thank you.
I appreciate it. All right, peace.
This podcast is a proud member of the BFF.FM podcast network. Learn more at podcast.bff.fm.
BFF.FM, best frequencies forever.